straight out to the lion's den. Former prosecutor Holly Hughes, I think we're all steaming about this. I mean, it's outrageous. Explain to me why the hell they felt that they had to release this guy and sick him on this community.
Okay, we've got two different principles operating. First of all, he was serving a sentence for the crimes of which he was convicted, Jane. So for about the first 13 years of that 24 years he was locked up, he was serving his criminal sentence. What the state did, because they didn't want to release him, they then filed for an involuntary civil commitment, which is a public safety argument. When you go before the court, you file a motion, you ask permission to keep this guy locked up, not because he's serving a criminal sentence, but because he is such a danger to society. So for the last 11 years, there have been all these machinations. The defense has been delaying the trial to determine whether or not this guy should be involuntarily committed. When they finally got around to putting it on a trial calendar and the state had him examined by two of their own psychologists, bear in mind, these are the state psychologists, not the defense psychologists. They examined him. They read every piece of documentation involving all of his prior crimes. And said
let me say
he does not meet the legal definition of mental abnormality.
Well, that is a crock as far as I'm concerned.
I understand that, but that's what the
Mark Class, your daughter was
saying.
abducted and murdered, and that is why you turned your pain into heroic work to find abducted children as the founder of Class Kids. I'm looking at the legal documents here. You know what they did? Oh, they considered data from clinical assessment, associated records, and 3 penile plethysmograph assessments, essentially, literally measuring his quote-unquote arousal, and they determined that this pursuing civil commitment of the respondent is no longer warranted by the current evidence. Is this an atrocity?
It is a travesty. Of course it is. And the mother of the young victim knows exactly what is going to happen. This man will strike again. Remember, he also refused sex offender treatment while he was behind bars. This is an extremely dangerous situation, and everybody in Tacoma has to know who this guy is and what he looks like so they can protect themselves and their children from him.